Yeah.
Perfect.
So the Gemara says the following. Esvei Rav Huna asked the Kashem Rav Sheshes from a Bryce. The Torah says that if a person is Magdish Estei Achuza, that's a Vayikra Chav Zayin, V'im Ga'ol Yigal. And the end of the pasuk says Es Asodeh Magdish also. So what's the double language of Ga'ol Yigal? Malami Shalom Ve'Goel Ve'Goel L'Chatzoyim. So in the case of Magdish Estei Achuza, we're going to have these leniencies and allow him to borrow money in order to do the Geula and to begol half of the value of the Sadeh. And why do I need this pasuk? Because Yachal, I would have thought, Halo Dinhu, I would have derived from a Kavachomer that Eina Love, the Eina Gol Lechatzoinu Ma, Mocher Estei Achuza. So we're going from Mocher Estei Achuza to Magdish Estei Achuza. That in the case of a person who sells his field during a stei achuza, then when Yovel comes around, he gets back his field free of charge. But yet hura kocho she'ena lo v'goel ve'ena l'goel l'chatzoin is magdish. If he was magdish stei achuza hura kocho. Why? Because im higia Yovel lo nigel doesn't go back to the original owner, but rather Yotzel L'Kohen and B'Yovel. Is Eino Din, how much more so? Shahura Kocho, as far as Pidyon is concerned, She'eino Lo V'Goel, V'Eino Go L'Chatzoin. So again, right now at this point, the Gemara is not operating with the balancing act that we spoke about before, that if you start with Hura Kocho, then you have to be Miyapa Kocho. But the Gemara now is going to give a pircha to this kalvachom. So you want to derive conclusions from mocher sada to magdish sada. He says, well, guess what? Mocher sada has a built-in hura kocho because he's not able, in the case of Stei Achuza, to be goel the sada until 2 years after the mechira. The Torah says, "V'mispar shnei tvuos yimkar lecha," that there's no mechira less than 2 years, and only after 2 years he could be poder, according to the calculation of how many years are left. So therefore, the Gemara thinks that if you are going to calculate how many years are left until the Yovel, that's called Hura Kocho. Is Tomer B'Magdish, that was the case of Mocher. But in the case of Magdish, Yofer Kocheli Gol Miyad. He could be Gol immediately. And therefore, since they asked the Yipui Koch that he could be Gol immediately, not like in the case of Mocher Stei Achuza, has to wait 2 years. Therefore, we would think there's also Yipui Koch that he could be Lovev and Goel and Goel L'Chatzoy. So on this Pircha, the Gemara has a counter argument. Mocher Bayis beBote Arichom Yochiach. I'll prove to you from Bote Arichom. Yafa Koch Ligol Miyad. In the case of Bote Arichom, immediately after the sale, he could redeem and get back his field. But V'Eina Lov V'Goel V'Eina Goel L'Chatzoy. Because the fact that he could be Goel at Miyad, that's not a reason why he could be Lover and Goel L'Chatzon. On the other hand, it might be the reason to say the opposite, that Eino Lover Goel, Eino Goel L'Chatzon. So anyway, we're left with the Kavachomer from Mocher Stei Achuza, that he's not Lover the Goel, he's not Goel L'Chatzon. Therefore, the same din should apply to Magdish Stei Achuza, that he shouldn't be able to be Lover Gol and Gol Chatzoin, and if I need a pasuk, B'im Gol Yigal, to teach me that that's not the din. Rather, he can't be Gol after Alva, he can't be Gol Chatzoin, and that's going to be the din in this case. In any event, we see clearly from this brisa that if you sell a house in a walled city, then you cannot be Lover Goel. You cannot be Gol L'Chatzoin, and that's against Rav Sheshes. The Gemara answers lo kasha. And here we're going to start today's stop, which is Chaf Aleph. Now we'll see how far we can